What's up, all? This is comic book haul for this week with just a couple eBay back issue purchases. I'm going to start here with one of the few DC books, Neil Adams' portrait covered sketch of Ollie and Green Arrow. Very cool. I usually stay away from Grant Morrison. I mean, just a preference. But I wanted to give this Green Lantern 3 a go, just to see what it was all about. So that was DC this week. Punisher number 6, the Stan Lee cover, and also the continuing drudging Stan Lee cross covers. Thor number 9. Now, for the Independent stack, which is pretty large. We have, obviously, my man Cerebus here on the cover of Canadian Vark. And, I don't know. It's just, like I say, always a guilty pleasure for me, all right? As is perhaps the second selection, De Gloire. Just kidding. Dayglow A-Hole number 3. The quarterly book. Number 9, Strangers in Paradise. Love this book from Terry Moore on Albatross. What is his imprint? Abstract Studios. And then, of course, Patience, Conviction, Revenge. Your Aftershocks. Number 5. Blood Realm number 3. That's fun. Alterna Comics. Wow. Rags number 3. Yes, I did find a copy. It was the last one on the shelf this week. And this book is pretty intense. Issues 1 and 2 I've not read, but this issue 3 was like torture porn. But I mean, hey, it was cool. I guess I liked it, but wowzers. Euthonauts number 5, Black Crown. I've always liked these covers, so I've been picking them up. Wizard Beach number 2. Gonna probably roll with that for the 5 issues that's gonna go. Last issue of Aliens Dust to Dust number 4, primarily because it's got a big skull on it, but you know, all these covers have been really cool. Predator, The Hunters, volume number 2. This is the last issue, number 4. Just kind of been staying with that. Real happy to have found the Bitterroot C cover, the Soto cover. Very cool with that. Blackbird covers have been great, so I've certainly been sticking with that. I assume this is a Jen Bartel. Criminal. I've always been a fan of Ed and Sean putting out stuff, whatever it is. And of course, Criminal has had several volumes. And it's strange, but in all the volumes of Criminal, I think I'm missing one issue in every one of the volumes. So I don't know why, but they come out infrequently sometimes, and you can tend to miss one or two over time. Die number 2. You know, I was kind of thinking I was going to pass on Die. But this cover was smoking. I mean, literally smoking. So I'm going to go a little bit longer. Plus, I heard a bunch of people saying that they really liked the storyline and whatnot. So, Die number 2. Sticking here with Freeze, issue 2. That seemed to be like a pretty interesting premise. Holy smokes, man. Did I love this cover. I'm a big music fan, as you probably might know. Anything from heavy metal to classical to jazz, I'm like it all. But it's really inspiring to see this really cool David Bowie cover. Gunning for Hits, some musical thriller number 1. Just looks great. Oh, the Murder Falcon. Murder Falcon. With a great homage cover here to Pantera with Vulgar Display. Such a cool... it's a great cover. I'm so happy I found it. That was tough to find, by the way. You could find Murder Falcon, but not that cover. Checking in here with the Prodigy number 2. Like number 1, kind of wanted to see what Mark Millar's got cooked up for us. But to be honest, I'm really here just for the Albuquerque art inside. It's stunning. So, Prodigy. Rose, I also have been buying not a lot because of the covers and the interior art, but I mean, a lot of strong covers for Rose lately, and it's kind of gone I don't want to say unnoticed, but you know, no one really talks about Rose, so there you go. Monstrous, this was just an impulse buy from Source Point Press. I found a copy of the number 1. I think they're all the way on to number 3 now, but just figured I'd grab a copy. Also kind of scrambling on this book, Tempest. This was League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and I was not aware that this had come out until issue 2, which I couldn't find. I've since found one, but I haven't bought it yet. I found a place that has a few. But yeah, it's just another League of Extraordinary miniseries, and that always makes me happy. Alrighty, you got your Illuminati Conspiracy and the number 2, Doppelganger. So this has been pretty interesting. I also managed to get some back issue here. Finally got me an Ogre number 2. That completes my run on that. I still want to get one more copy because I think I have 2. I would have 2 sets, maybe even a number 1 and a 2, and I have 3 sets. Anyway, yeah, liked the thought of completing that book. The story was really interesting to me. This was an eBay purchase that kind of was wrapped in with that Ogre book, but they sent me the wrong cover. I was wanting to have the white cover, but I got this one instead. That's all right, friendo. It's cool. It's a really tough book to find in general, and I have a couple extra copies now. Phantasmagoria, able to get this one. I think this was the special, the holiday special. So I picked that one up. Finally here, I have a couple eBay picks. I bought the 881 and the 872. I was outbid on the 871. I was kind of bummed out, but I did manage to get those. I also got Knights of the Golden Sun number 2. Very happy to get that. I looked inside of it, and honestly, the story looks great. The thing that I found was that the art was very good at the beginning, and it started to diminish throughout the course of the book, which can be, there's a lot of reasons for that, but the experience of putting out a book monthly and, not having to rush through certain aspects of production can always be a limiting factor for new comics. But I am going to believe, after reading the first several pages, that the story is going to more than make up for it. So, really happy with that. Obviously, anyone out there trying to find this book, issue 1, good luck, man. We're still working on it. And then finally, this kind of was just an impulse thing. Not entirely sure what this is, but I'm just going to say the Nostalgic Mad number 1. Always loved Mad magazine, and this was almost like a freebie. I think it was tossed in on one of those eBay orders, but that was very cool. Alrighty, well, that's where we're at. A tight 9.5 minutes of this last week's comics, huh? How you guys doing out there? Hope 2019 is shaping up to be pretty sweet. In the meantime, peace out to everybody. This is Pope C. Later.